My name's Sarah Rose. I have a diagnosis of bipolar, first diagnosed when I was about 40, so a few years now. And I've started with this project when it first came to my attention because it's something I'm quite passionate about is, there's so much inequalities with mental health and the rest of society. So it's just anything to encourage people to get things that they're entitled to that can help. I didn't really know much about them. So I had a text through saying that an appointment had been made for me in my practice. And that was it. No reason. It didn't say why I had this appointment at all. Kind of expected a letter to come through to explain about it, but I was also, because my mental health was quite low, I wasn't in a strong enough emotional state to be able to phone the practice to ask them what it was about. The receptionists, they were just lovely. I was getting really anxious. So I have this technique where I do some tapping here, helps to calm me down. And they could clearly see that I was distressed. And they really helped. They didn't make me think that I was a burden on them. Or these two ladies were just wonderful. They really were lovely. Really put me at ease. Meeting the mental health worker at the GP practice, although I was a lot of anxiety beforehand because I'd not met anybody to do with my mental health at my GP practice. But he was lovely, really, really nice, really engaging. He sat and he talked. He didn't even type as he was talking to me and asking my questions. He was fully engaged on me and what I was saying. The questions he was asking and prompting me to say things, it was just, it made me feel like I can go back and see him. Following on from the conversations, there was a referral through to my GP. He phoned me up, and after going through the security, he says, and how can I help you today? And it's, well, you phoned me, So we had to go through a bit of a conversation to find out why he was phoning me. And anyway, we got it sorted. But again, it was like when I was saying about what I was needing, without going into details, he wasn't really listening to me and he just wanted to, give me medication. And I said, we have these packs that you send out. Why didn't I get them? And he says, oh, well, we normally only send those out if people don't attend the appointment. So having that pack would have then been, I'd been able to show my husband or, someone else who's part of my care in my social support network and go through, because it tells you, what it's all about. So I'd been able to have a chat with my husband about what it is I need to be saying and what I'm asking for at this appointment, not just expecting the health professional to be directing the questions to me, so we could get the most out of that appointment. I didn't expect him to know but I would have expected him to direct me in the right place. I don't just want to be shoved full of chemicals. They should be able to point you in the right direction to find out, where to go. Find somebody that does know what you need. Social prescribing would have been so much more appropriate for what I wanted. So leaving secondary care is quite a scary thing. You feel as though you're not ready, despite your care coordinator knowing that you are, and you just need that little bit of a push. So there's a lot of anxiety around it. It's another thing that I'm really passionate about is co-production. The Recovery College, it's totally co-produced, and it is really important because these services are to help us, to benefit us as people with lived experience. We're the ones that know what it feels like, and it's engaging with the people with the lived experience, engaging with them to encourage them to come and access this service, which will benefit not only us as people with a mental health condition, but also the GP practice and the NHS as a whole as well. It's because if it's been an experience for me, whether it's positive or negative, it's going to have been the same for other people.